It was just that was a shit show of a joke right there, but I enjoyed it still. I liked you holding my hand on that journey with you. Okay. What is Chiefin, my dudes? I hope you guys had a fantastic Thanksgiving, and I hope that you guys invited the crazy uncle and or aunt back into your tribe, back into your life, and broke bread over Thanksgiving dinner with them.
And I hope you were able to break bread standing 6 feet apart, because that's the law.
Have you seen that meme? It's like, it's from Inglourious Bastards, and it's like, I know that you're harboring more than 10 guests at your Thanksgiving feast under the floorboards.
Yeah, it was really funny.
I love that shit. Dude, Christoph Waltz, right? That's his name?
Yeah, he's dope.
He's in, what's it called?
Finding Nemo.
No, he's in Django Unchained. I just saw like this video last night. The person was like, why do you have Busch Light every day after work? And then you see him holding a beer and he takes a sip and he goes, it's like a reward.
It's in Django?
Yeah, it's in Django. I mean, it's not, no one actually said, why do you drink Busch Light?
Yeah,
it's
no
just him
shit.
explaining what a bounty is.
Oh, gotcha.
He's like, what's a bounty? I don't know what that is, man. And he's like, it's like a reward. And then he goes on with explaining it.
And then he talks about Old Spice.
And then he talks about Thanksgiving feast.
Welcome to the pod, folks. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Take a big sigh of relief, a big phew, because now you get to be ungrateful for everything that you want. Today is the day. It's like the Black Friday is not about shopping. It's just about throwing shade on everyone. Have fun.
Yeah, just have your shitty personality. You're supposed to wear all black, actually. Wear eyeliner, and just whenever your neighbor says, good morning, you say, fuck you.
You say, fuck you.
And then you get your mail and go back inside.
Yep, you're required to. If you said what you're thankful for yesterday, good on you. Now you need to say what you're not thankful for. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Mosquitoes.
Wow. That's the number one thing you're not thankful for?
I mean, I couldn't think of it. I was on the spot, okay? I couldn't think about it. I'm sorry.
Bad eyesight.
Oh, see, I have 20/20 vision, so I'm good on that one.
Do you?
Well, technically I have 20/10, which means I can see further and closer than the average person.
I bet you your eyesight's gotten worse since last time you tested it.
It might have. It's very, very possible, but...
You're probably rocking 2019s right now, boy.
No, don't see that.
That's right, I'm like 8,002. It's like my eyes are so bad. I'm all fucked up.
Guys, if you guys have not already done so, I'd like you to like, share, follow us on social media. Show this to your family. You should have showed it to your family last week and also yesterday. You should have showed it to your family yesterday.
Yeah, and if you don't like the podcast, then in the spirit of Black Friday, send it to someone that you don't like, and boom, you're done for the day.
It's a win-win. You know what? You're helping us out, and you're benefiting yourself and your enemy. So
win.
Send it to them if you hate it. It's a win-win-win. Oh my gosh, how could you not send it to someone? Oh, speaking of mosquitoes, I saw an old ancient Chinese proverb the other day. It says, "Only when mosquito land on testicle do you understand how to solve problem without violence."
Wow.
And that resonated actually very well with me.
I need to fact check that. I doubt that's an ancient Chinese proverb.
Okay, well, you know what? It wasn't me. It didn't tell me who said it.
It's like some guy named Chris that made it from North Carolina. It is only when a mosquito lands on your testicle that you realize that violence is never the answer, is a quote by Patrick LaPlante. All right, let's see what part of China Patrick LaPlante is from. Interesting. He's white.
It sounds like a very, very cultural Chinese name. Patrick Plant, right?
Patrick LaPlante.
Yeah, Patrick LaPlante. That's like Peter LaFleur, dude. Shit. It could not be closer to a white guy's name.
Been ripping off Patrick LaPlante and making Confucius memes. I'd be pissed.
That's what it was, dude. It was a straight up Confucius picture right in front of, or right behind the verbiage, and I was like, "Fuck, it's totally an ancient Chinese proverb, right?" Okay, fact check this one for me. This is one that I've had in the bank for a while. It's another ancient Chinese proverb, by the way. It says, "Man who falls asleep with itchy butthole wakes up with stinky finger."
I've heard that one. Man falls asleep with itchy butt. Yeah, I can't find it. There's just like there's this huge list of Confucius things. Man who run behind car get exhausted.
And you know that was definitely in Confucius times.
This is like, there's like 1,000 of them. It's man who drop watch in toilet bound to have shitty time. Trying to find one more good one. Man who fart in church, sit in own pew.
Sit in own pew. That's good.
Folks, I know you just had Thanksgiving. It was great, right? You're feeling fat. Fantastic. Well, you don't know why you had Thanksgiving. I know you think you know why you had Thanksgiving, but there's been so much under wraps over the last several decades, hundreds of years, about the origin of this holiday that we want to bring you today on this podcast. Daniel, break it down.
So basically what we have are 3 interesting historical facts about Thanksgiving. Now, these facts, part of what we're going to say is going to be the truth, but part of it is not going to be the truth.
You want to go first or me? Do I have to go first because I'm the ninny?
You have to go first. You're the ninny. It's required by law.
We'll see if we do overlap at all. It'll be interesting. My first one is a simple question I have for you. Why do we eat turkeys?
Okay, luckily I didn't do that one, so we're good.
So everyone eats turkeys for Thanksgiving. Low key, I think turkeys suck. I think they're horrible. White meat is like, if you like white meat over dark meat, we don't need to be having conversations. And like, I'm talking about on just flavor alone, not with gravy. Like, if you like the white meat more than dark meat, get out of here. Any Hoosier. The original Thanksgiving meal, it said that it may not have served turkey at all, just deer and fowl, but it's unconfirmed if the fowl was actually turkey. So why it said that we actually eat turkeys nowadays goes back to when we actually started celebrating Thanksgiving in, I believe it was the late 1800s. Anyhow, well, for a number of reasons, the Americans decided to make this bird the center of attention. First, they're pretty big and they could feed a ton of people. Secondly, they're native and abundant to North America, or at least they were at the time. Not too sure right now. And then third, they were relatively cheap to feed the entire family. And fourth, because chicken propaganda lobbyists battled hard to make turkey the bird of the day rather than its better tasting counterparts.
I'm guessing the last part was not real.
The last part's not real.
Oh, I knew it.
It might have happened low key.
Chicken's delicious, dude. I fucking love chicken.
Actually,
I will eat chicken every single meal.
Because if you would want the bird to be eaten more so that you make more money. So it'd be like turkey lobbyists saying that chickens are worse or something.
Ah, I see. Like that, like the cows from Chick-fil-A eat more chicken and everything's spelt wrong. I like how that's what they decided on for their advertising. An illiterate cow preaching for chickens to be
brilliant,
eaten.
Dude. Like, who would have thought to make... Can you imagine, like, the Burger King mascot just being a chicken? Like, no. But, like, it's so natural that Chick-fil-A's mascot is a cow. Like, it's crazy. Anyway, I thought that was interesting why we eat turkeys. It's not like, you know, there's all these textbook pictures that probably have like a big fat turkey in the middle of the table. We don't even know if they were part of that meal. It's just because they worked well to feed an entire family and were relatively cheap and abundant. So fuck it, it happened.
What's funny is I almost actually did that one. But then I found a better one about turkeys. You ready to hear it?
Oh, I swear, if it's about buttholes, dude.
It's about buttholes, man.
I don't want to hear about turkey buttholes.
No
one listening.
It's about how much stuffing you can fit in a turkey cloaca.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
There's no way. You had 4. You're pivoting now.
No, I'm not. I did not have 4. No, I swear I only had 3. It is about turkeys though. So did you know that Ben Franklin actually considered changing the symbol for our nation to be the turkey rather than the bald eagle?
I did see that, and that's makes me just like think Ben Franklin's a fool.
Well, the reasoning behind it makes more sense than him just like, I think the turkey should be our national symbol. No, it was they put a picture of an eagle on something and the symbol kind of resembled a turkey, and he was like, that looks like a fucking turkey, like what the hell? And then he's like, you know what, actually turkeys would probably be a better way of representing our nation anyway, because they're native here. They represent courageousness and they're strong birds, while the bald eagle is just a scavenger that steals from other birds.
Would you rather be ugly as fuck and courageous or sexy as hell and a scavenger? Because that's what we're talking about right now.
Okay, but that's not the thing though.
You're fat and you're ugly and you're courageous, or you're like ripped, feared, and you're a scavenger.
I would rather be an eagle, obviously.
I'd probably take the scavenger. I think I'm going with the bald eagle right there.
Obviously, you're going to pick the bald eagle. The bald eagle is the best. That's the best case scenario, is you're a badass that scavenges and that most birds are going to fear you anyway. But here's the kicker though. On Thanksgiving, Ben Franklin refused to eat turkey and only ate a bald eagle.
No way. He did?
No, Bryce.
Oh,
This
I
is
was going to
made
say,
up.
isn't that like a crime to kill a bald eagle? I think that's like a crime.
No, that's To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, I forgot we were doing the
Oh, no, I think it's a sin, actually.
I think it might be a crime. Fact check. We need a fact check, bitch.
I'm pretty sure it's a crime to kill a bald eagle, and it's a sin if you kill a mockingbird because they make nothing but beautiful music.
Oh my gosh. The 1972 amendments increased civil penalties for violating provisions of the act to a maximum fine of $5,000 or 1 year imprisonment with $10,000. Crazy.
Damn.
Turkeys?
That is pretty wild.
Go for it, dude. It's free.
Fucking kill them. Ring
Kill 'em.
them by their neck. Let's go.
My second one is something that I don't know if there's anything I care about less in this world than the Macy's Day Parade.
Dude, it's so stupid. I don't know why my dad every
It's
year...
because it's the same reason old people, they get excited about the Wizard of Oz, because there was literally nothing on television. This is all they had was the Macy's Day Parade.
And they go all out for that shit, dude.
So stupid.
Do you remember when the the balloon went crazy and like killed some people?
It killed people?
I'm pretty sure it killed a kid that was holding it. Like he like got pulled up in the air, or it
No
fell on someone
way.
and he died. I'm not even kidding. I swear it's happened at least 2 times that I know of.
Damn, that's crazy. One I want to highlight is the 1964 Macy's Day Parade. This one is notable for a few reasons. One is because a few days prior, JFK was assassinated. But they said, hey, the people need to see this make-believe 50-foot blow-up doll, so get in the motorcade and let's go. The president of the free world just got killed in a motorcade. What could be more safe than doing the same thing a few days later? So they all
What
said,
could possibly
"Let's go."
happen? And then little did they know, Snoopy gets assassinated in that freaking float.
They did it because it was said that canceling would be a disappointment to millions of children. So the parade went on as planned. They also decided to do it in 1964 because it was the first time that the parade would be broadcast in color television. So that's just an interesting side note. The parade was a shit show, though. I wasn't there, but I would only assume that there's a weird eeriness over everyone there just because the president got fucking shot in the head on national television, but then also because there was crazy like 20-mile-an-hour winds blowing the balloons and the caravans all over the place. There a lot of the people, or some of the people that were like famous actors at the time, I believe, were drunk in the caravans just screaming at people on the streets.
Oh God.
And then it got caboosed by Lee Harvey Oswald in a prison like float.
No. That's so bad.
He
That
was
is so
waving
insensitive.
at everyone.
There's no fucking way that happened.
It did.
And he was doing finger guns to everyone driving past him in the car. Just
Dude, we need like a scoreboard of the amount of times we've talked about JFK, Stephen
dude,
Hawking.
JFK gets brought up so much.
So like this is like the 5th episode we've talked about JFK.
And Helen Keller, dude. Helen Keller, JFK, Stephen Hawking. I think Stevie Wonder gets thrown in there every now and then too.
Yeah.
And Regis Philbin. Or Philbin.
Not anymore.
Sure, Philbin.
Rest up.
Well, we've just mentioned him, so there it is.
I guess. All right, what's your second fun fact?
Okay, my second one. It's crazy because I had 3 that were like the reason why we eat this certain food, and one of them was going to be a turkey one, and then I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that one. And then you freaking did it. I'm like, oh crap, I'm glad I didn't do that. I wonder if you had these other ones. Okay, so would you like to know the reason why we eat pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving?
Ooh, yes.
Okay, the reason behind it is because the Wampanoag tribe would eat a lot of squash and
Wampanoag?
Wampanoag. That's like the tribe that they ate with the Pilgrims. They would eat a lot of squash and pumpkins, but pies were a super rare delicacy. And
They had pies back then? That's crazy. Like sweet pies?
yeah. Well, because they only had 1 to 2 ovens that they rolled out on special occasions when they had guests. And it's kind of like fine china with us, like Thanksgiving, you bring out your fine china. They only had like 1 or 2 ovens that they rolled out for these special occasions. And when the Pilgrims came, they were like, "Fuck yeah, dude, we got to roll out these ovens and start baking pies." So that was one of the first times that the Pilgrims have ever had pies.
That's interesting.
They didn't have ovens, Bryce.
Well, yeah, but they could still bake it like with heat, right?
No. And plus, I actually looked it up.
So your whole fun fact is just a fake?
No, the whole fun fact was the fact that they ate a lot of squash and pumpkins, and they used to squash it up and eat it as like a paste kind of thing.
That's not fun at all.
It's a very fun fact. I wanted to know why they eat pumpkin pie on that day, and it's nowhere near the kind of pumpkin pie that we eat now, obviously, but what they did before was like a paste.
I'm surprised they couldn't figure out how to bake, right?
Well, I mean, I'm sure that they eventually figured it out, but they also didn't have
Those
butter
idiots.
and like flour to make that stuff.
I feel like they had flour.
No, they used corn to they ground it up, and that's how they would make tortillas and stuff.
Amazing.
I knew you were gonna say something about corn, and it was gonna be super corny.
No, you can't say corn and then corny back to back.
No, the corny was the pun. You just didn't catch it because you couldn't see my face when I said it. The camera caught it though.
Sounds like you're having a husk time.
I'm having a fantastic time over here. Okay, let's hear your third crazy historic fact.
All right, my third historic fact is really a statement. It's that Canadians are copycats. Plain and simple. If you're Canadian, you're a copycat. You know it. You named your day Thanksgiving. You should have named it something stupid like, I don't know what Arbor Day is, but that's like unique. Something like Thankful Day would have been more unique than Canadian Thanksgiving. Like, we don't even call ours, like, do they call theirs just Thanksgiving? I would assume that they call it Canadian Thanksgiving because that's how much of copycats Canadians are.
No, we call ours Thanksgiving Day. They call theirs Thanksgiving A.
Yeah, like, and how boring. You're thankful the whole year anyways. You say thank you and sorry to everyone. What do you do that day? Is it like the purge? Do they just kill people?
It's the purge. They get 3 hours where they can just kill anyone they want. It's only 3 hours because they're Canadian still. So they have to keep it, under wraps.
You know how soft the Canadians are? Their Thanksgiving actually happened before ours. But if you ask anyone, I guarantee you they don't know that or think that. Like, their Thanksgiving event happened in history in 1578 compared to ours in 1621. But
and did it happen in October?
No idea. Yeah, they got pushed around by us, so now we on Thanksgiving. And then also they have no sense of how to plan a holiday. It's all over the board. Arbitrarily, up until 1921, they would just assign it random days, like it wasn't a set day in the year. And then
no way.
At 1921, they planned it on a day or something around World War II ending. But then that day later became like Veterans Day in Canada or something. And then it said the first Thanksgiving dinner in Canada never ended because the native Canadian. God, I'm reading this. I wrote this down a couple days ago, and I'm not I just realized that I'm reading the joke. I didn't know it was a joke. It said the first Thanksgiving dinner in Canada never ended because the native Canadians wouldn't stop thanking their dinner mates for passing the salt. Dude, it's been a long week and I don't even remember my own jokes.
That was a shit show of a joke right there, but I enjoyed it still. I liked you holding my hand on that journey with you, okay?
But yeah, the Canadians are all just cancel the holiday. It obviously doesn't mean that much to you guys if you just throw random dates against the wall. You've had.
Could you imagine that? It's like Tuesday and they're like, "Hey, you ready for Thanksgiving?" That's this week? Yeah, dude. I just got the email.
No, it's today. And like, when I was reading, some parts of the country don't even celebrate it or like recognize it. Like, just cancel it, guys. It's over.
Could you imagine if only part of our country celebrated Thanksgiving? And then you're like, "Oh, I live in the Midwest. We don't celebrate Thanksgiving." What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
what?
Like, that must just not be a big holiday for them. I don't know what they do. Like, they have Christmas, right? But then what's next up?
They have Boxing Day, I think.
Fucking Canadians, dude.
After all that, you're just like, again, I just want to reiterate, fuck you, Canada.
And I know it's not the cool boxing. I know it's not. I know it's like something related to actual boxes.
Yeah, you give your wife a box with nothing in it, and she just has to tell you what she wants. And then on Christmas, then you get her what you want, or what she wants.
That's the most polite way to do it. All right, what's your third?
All right, my third one. Would you like to know why we eat cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving?
Because they had no fridge, so they would chew berries up and then baby bird it into each other's mouths and call it cran sauce.
That's exact, dude. I don't have to read it now. That was really good. That was like spot on. No, the reason why we eat cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving is because there was an abundance of cranberries that Native Americans would eat very often and use them to dye their clothes and to do body painting as well. So before they ate with the Pilgrims, the Wampanoag tribe put on a coming of age play for the Pilgrims, which was much like the book Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. And in that play, they used lots of cranberries to over exaggerate the coming of age story. And of
This
course,
is not true.
and
It's like the Wampanoags were big fans. The Wampanoags were big fans of the movie Carrie, so they reenacted it with cranberry sauce. The famous gym scene.
No, listen. Do you know what the book Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret is about?
I'm assuming it's something with periods.
It is. It's a girl getting her period for the first time. I can just imagine just a Native American with only a loincloth and then just caking the cranberry sauce on their crotch like, uh-oh, it's that time of the month.
So bad.
But really, there was an abundance of cranberries, and they did use it to dye their clothes, and they also ate them. I'm sure that they used them for body paint as well, but that one was just kind of speculation, and I thought it would be funny to put in there.
They just used it. Wait a minute. So what was the fact? They just used it to like paint themselves, so that's why we eat it?
No, the reason being is there was an abundance of cranberries, so they actually ate cranberries a lot. So when the Pilgrims came and like landed on Plymouth Rock, that's what it's called, right? Is that right? That sounds right. Yeah. So they landed, and then when they had this Thanksgiving feast, they had a lot of shit that they had basically just an abundance of, and one of those things was cranberries. I'm not sure if they made it into a paste or not, but I know that they for sure ate cranberries because they had so much of it, and it was just like another thing like, hey, let's share what we have with you.
Low-key, cranberry sauce is pretty good.
I heard it's also really good for you too, like amazingly good for you. I've never had it, honestly.
Yeah, I hear it like cleanses your system, like it gets rid of your eggs.
Eggs? What do you mean eggs?
Coming of age joke.
Oh. I was thinking like as a guy, I'm like, I have eggs?
Oh yeah, me too. Not me either.
Oh man. You want to tell me something, Bryce?
Yeah. I'm a bird! Well, folks, I hope you were enlightened. I hope you learned. I certainly learned a few things. I hope you did as well. It's an interesting holiday, Thanksgiving. Fuck you, Canada. And yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed your Thanksgiving. We're going to get into the swing of things with Christmas. Should have some fun ups coming on up.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And